and welcome back to Country Boy on Cam. In this episode I'm going to be talking to you about gun safety and the aspects of it, i.e. what to do when you're on a peg, what to do in a clay stand, and how to remove your gun from the slip safely. First of all, let's have a look at this gun on the table. What could possibly be wrong with a gun in its slip on a table? Well, I'll tell you at the end, so have a think up. Let's get straight into the first aspect, how to get your gun out of the slip safely. Alright, so onto the first clip, you would take your gun off your shoulder, undo the zip, lift the gun out by its stock and grab it by the forend, opening the gun by the breech and taking it out the slip so everyone can see it's empty. You would check your barrels, check them for damage on the outside and the inside, and make sure your chokes are tight. So pretty much the same again here, but this time with a semi-automatic. So you would open the gun slip. As you can see, this is a Velcro waterproof gun slip, so a little bit different. Grab the gun by its stock and just show everyone the flag that would be in the action. Keep the muzzles down at all times and remove the flag out of the chamber. Then just lift in a safe direction, check the barrels for damage and make sure that your chokes are always tight. So we're on a game shoot, we've walked up to our peg, we would make sure that we know where everyone is surrounding us, any pickers up. So we'd take our gun out, same as before. We'd make sure there's no obstruction in the barrels and make sure that our chokes are tight. Once the gun has been loaded, we would shut a gun with the muzzles down and raise it in a safe direction. So there's a pheasant coming towards us, we would raise the gun, take the safety catch off and just move into the shot. Once we've shot, we would just bring the gun down and open it. So I walk with my gun open. As we walk forward, a bird will flash. We will shut our gun at the floor, raise in a safe direction and take the safety catch off as we go to shoot. Misfires are a common thing, so you've encountered a misfire and you'd hold it in your shoulder in a safe direction for about 30 seconds. Once the 30 seconds is up, you would lower the gun in a safe direction, open and inspect the cartridge and your barrels in case of a blockage. Always pass a gun stock first. So here's some considerations I would like to talk to you about. So the safety catch. A lot of people think that when the safety catch is on, it makes the gun entirely safe. Well, that's false. All the safety catch does is remove you from pulling the trigger. So we must remember that whenever the gun is shut and the safety catch is on, if you was to knock it or drop it, it can still go off and potentially injure someone. So always keep your muzzles in a safe direction. In last week's video, I talked about gauges, and a lot of gauges can mix and go down the barrels of other. Here's an example, is 20 gauge down the barrel of a 12. I do know people that have had that accident. It's not a very nice accident to have, so the best way to avoid that accident is to never mix your cartridges. Always clear your pockets and your game bags before going shooting. So, crossing obstacles. When greeted with an obstacle, the best thing to do would be to always unload your gun. When climbing a gate or a fence, you would put the gun shut unloaded on either the side you're going to climb to or the side you're climbing from. Once you've climbed over, you would lean over, get your gun, open it, make sure there's no damage to the barrels or no obstructions, and carry on. The final thing I would like to talk to you about is hearing protection. This is an always must that you should always wear whenever you're shooting. Just one shot can damage your hearing, and if you're ever taking anybody else, they must have hearing protection as well. So always have a spare pair in your bag or in your truck. Right, so at the start of the video I asked you what could be wrong with this, and now I'm going to tell you. So, just because a gun is in its slip, it doesn't mean it's unloaded. And let's just think, the amount of times I've gone to a great playground, you've gone to a playground, you walk in the shoot room and there's people with their guns on the tables. Do you trust that their guns are unloaded? Because I don't. You've got to walk past them in front of the muzzle to get to the counter. Are you going to risk having your leg or potentially something else being shot off because their gun isn't loaded? No. So, what you should do is, with your own gun, you should stand it in the rack with the muzzle down and politely ask the people with their gun laying on the table to put it away and stand it up against the rack or in the corner. That's the best way so that no one would be in danger. Okay, that concludes today's video on safety. I hope you found it useful. If you knew about the gun in its slip being on the table as a way of being unsafe, could you please let me know below? If you didn't and I made you aware, could you also please let me know? It'd be great to get some feedback. If there's anything I could have possibly missed out, please let me know and I'll squeeze it into another video. But until next time, stay safe. This has been Country Boy on Cam.